Justin Thomas is looking for a three-peat this week at the CIMB Classic, where the 201,617 PGA Tour Player of the Year is also the top fantasy golf option in the 78-player field. The CIMB Classic first moved to Kuala Lumpur Golf and Country Club, now called TPC Kuala Lumpur, in 2013, when the event first became a co-sanctioned tournament between the PGA Tour and Asian Tour. In 4 previous editions of the CIMB Classic, there has been 2 repeat winners. Ryan Moore won in 2013 and 14, and Thomas won in 2015 and 16. The par 72 layout yields plenty of birdies and eagles, so in order to contend here players must go low. Here's a look at the top 25 fantasy golf options for this week 1. Justin Thomas, the world number 4, has won in both trips to TPC Kuala Lumpur. He took last week off after a Player of the Year award-winning season that included 5 wins, including the PGA Championship, a FedEx Cup title and a 311 performance at the President's Cup. Ranked second on tour last season in birdie average 2. Paul Casey, nothing better than T21 in 3 CIMB appearances, but did close last season with 5 top 5s and final 8 starts. Finished last season ranked 19th in birdie average 3. Hideki Matsuyama has gotten better in each of his 4 starts at CIMB, T25 in 2013, T21 in 14, 5th in 15 and runner-up last year. T23 or worse in last 4 worldwide starts, though, as he struggles to replace his driver that broke at the BMW. Looked uninspiring for much of President's Cup before looking better in a singles victory over Thomas. Third on tour last year in birdie average 4. Gary Woodland, runner-up at CIMB in 2013 and 14 before notching T56 finishes in each of the past 2 years. The death of one of his unborn twins in March affected his performance last season, but Woodland rallied to make the Tour Championship, where he finished 19th. 5. Brendan Steele, T26 here last year after winning the 2016 Safeway Open. Successfully defended his Safeway title last week. T25 and T3 in other 2 trips to TPC Kuala Lumpur. 6. Kevin Na boasts a pair of top 3 finishes at CIMB. Coming off T37 finish at Safeway after closing last season with 2 top 6s in last 4 starts. 7. Scott Piercy returned from injury and long layoff to finish T17 at Safeway. Hit top 10 in previous 2 starts in Malaysia. T9 in birdie average last season. 8. Graham Dillett, in only CIMB start he was T7 in 2013. Started new season with T5 showing at Safeway. Xander Schauffele, Getty Images. 9. Xander Schauffele, Rookie of the Year, coming off win at East Lake. T20 in birdie average last season. 10. Anirban Lahiri gained confidence at President's Cup with nice weekend performances. T3 last year and 4th trip to TPC Kuala Lumpur. T14 in birdie average last year. 11. Grayson Murray ranked 18th on tour in birdie average last season and coming off T9 finish in Napa. 12. Ollie Schneiderjan's T17 in Napa and was T37 last season in birdie average. Making CIMB debut. 13. Shea Reevy, T60 in CIMB debut last year, but trending with 3 top 13 finishes in last 4 starts, including T13 last week in Napa. 14. Stuart Sink, T17 or better in 2 of 3 CIMB starts. Barely missed out on making it to East Lake last season. T20 in birdie average last season. 15. Si Woo Kim, T10 in CIMB debut last season and showed late spark at President's Cup. Always a risk to WD, though. 16. Luke List started year with T37 finish at Safeway. No prior history in Malaysia, but was T11 in birdie average last season. 17. Rafa Cabrera Bello ranked 19th in the world and T10 in CIMB debut last year. Pat Perez, USA Today Sports. 18. Pat Perez, nothing better than T33 in 3 CIMB starts, but Perez had a nice playoff run last season that culminated in a 16th-place finish at East Lake. 19. Ian Poulter, coming off T11 finish at British Masters and was T17 2 years ago in Malaysia. 20. Keegan Bradley missed first cut in 11 starts at Safeway, but has 2 top 10s in 3 starts at CIMB. 21. Bud Cauley built on solid 201,617 season with T7 at Safeway, making first trip to TPC Kuala Lumpur. 22. Emiliano Grillo struggled mightily at end of last season and went winless at the President's Cup but showed flashes at Safeway. Finished T28 in Napa after a closing 77. T17 in Malaysia last year. 23. Brandon Gray's nothing better than T25 since T6 at British Open, but was T17 here in 2015 and looked solid at the President's Cup 24. Adam Hadwin finished 23rd in East Lake debut. Was T21 in CIMB debut last year. 25. Scott Henn 2 straight missed cuts, but was T7 last year at CIMB and is only 4 starts removed from a runner-up showing at the Omega European Masters.